Right now at 4:30, all eyes are on South Carolina as the Palmetto State gears up for a major Republican primary contest.
It's former President Donald Trump versus former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley. Trump looking to wrap up his path to the nomination, while Haley is hoping that her home state will show out enough to keep her campaign alive. Queen City News is your local election headquarters with just a little more than 12 hours to go until the polls open. Our Washington correspondent Hannah Brandt is on the ground in Charleston for us this afternoon with the latest from the campaign trail.
And Hannah, what are the two candidates doing in these last few hours before Election Day?
Well, Brian, Annie, both Donald Trump and Nikki Haley are using these final hours ahead of the primary to make their election pitches to South Carolina voters and to ramp up their attacks on each other. Former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley is hoping for an upset in her home state.
This is the time South Carolina can really step up and show the direction that we want our country to go in.
Haley is trailing former President Donald Trump by a wide margin in the polls, and Trump is already declaring victory.
Nikki Haley is losing to me. It looks like she's going to lose by 25 or 30 points. That's a lot.
But Haley argues it's too soon to count her out of the race.
We don't anoint kings in America. We have elections. South Carolinians deserve the right to vote.
And she's trying to convince Republicans that she's the best candidate to beat President Joe Biden in November.
Donald Trump can't win a general election.
But Trump accuses Haley of hurting the Republican Party by staying in the race and says this is a time for Republicans to unite around him so they can defeat Democrats in the general election.
She's not doing well, and we can't let it happen. You know, we have to stick together.
And even if Haley loses to Trump as expected tomorrow, she says she's not dropping out of this race. Brian, Annie, back to you.
So, Hannah, if Trump really dominates in South Carolina tomorrow, could we see Haley change her mind and just end up dropping out?
Well, that's always a possibility, but Haley's team tells us that they've already started to assemble their campaign teams in the states that have primaries after South Carolina. They also say they've committed 7 figures to a national ad buy. Both of those are signs that they're planning for a future in this race.
Yeah, and Haley still raising a lot of money for her campaign. Hannah Brandt live for us in South Carolina tonight.